Hey, shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shur Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect, those in the gospel broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a follow-up lesson, kind of. I know the brother from Valgosta re-upload the testimony videos, man. Shalom, Mark. Yeah, how about you, Shab Rakatah? I know the brother re-uploads testimonial videos, and the brother Gadal Gabar had a vision about family persecuting in a time of Jacob's trouble, okay, which is a very heavy vision, okay, because treachery on all sides is rather detrimental, okay, to the flesh, to the spirit, etc., okay, because to be betrayed by somebody you trust, you know, especially if you're close with them, man, your family members, friends, whatever, women, you know, that's a shocking blow. That hits home, you know. But that's why we say arm yourselves with the minds of Yahweh Shai, because you have to understand, being in this truth, that anything and anybody can be a potential agent. Okay, so when these things come, you can't be ignorant enough, you know, you can't be ignorant to the fact or naive to the fact that people that surround you won't betray you, man, as far as like your family members and stuff like that, you know. Even with people in the faith, man, and I won't say brothers, because if you betray a brother, then you wouldn't have a brother in the beginning with. So I just say people that's in this truth, that the Most High having a lot to go left. You could expect that any time, you know. And that's not to say you look at brothers or people with a side eye that's doing the work of the Most High, you know, because things gonna happen how it's gonna happen, you know. You expect it, you know, but hope for the best, but expect the worst type thing. You expect it, but then again, that may not be the case for a lot of us, you know, as far as in the faith, okay? Because you do have spies in here. You do have brothers that's gonna, you know, get weak at the last minute. You know, their families might be threatened, their children and women, their mothers and fathers, okay, their livelihoods, their jobs, their possessions. That's why the scriptures tell you, man, if you're a man of great possessions, it's really hard to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So oftentimes we complain about struggling and being at the bottom, which we are, and it is annoying, it is grievous, it's tedious, you know. But the fact that the Lord has given us the truth and a portion of daily bread by day, that should be enough to get us through, because the Most High is not going to give you too much, and He's not going to give you too little. Okay, because even during your afflictions, you still have means to keep pushing it, you know, unless the Lord just really afflicts you in the body and plague your mind. Then that's when you're in trouble. But even then, if you are the elect, you're going to come back from that, because, hey, Job was put through the test, okay? Job was put through the test. Lot was put through the test. Yahweh Shai was put through the test. All the men of the Lord were put to the test, man, of dealing with plagues of the mind. That's why it says that Yahweh Shai was a man stricken with grief. Okay, now grief goes into dealt with mental infirmities, man. Mental illness is not as in being stupid or retarded or epilepsies, no, but meaning he was being plagued by different spirits, man. His mind was being fucked with, okay, because this battle we in is a very psychologized, it's all in the mind, to be honest with you. It's mind over matter, for real. Yeah, things in the physical will deal, but 9 times out of 10, most of the time, brothers and sisters, our trials are in the mind. And your mind is what makes it bearable and unbearable, depending on how you approach it. Like, I'm going to quote the Matrix again. Neo asked Morpheus when he was doing his little training thing, and then he woke up from it and he was bleeding. And then he said, I thought that it wasn't real. Like, why I'm bleeding? And Morpheus looked at him. He said, your mind makes it real. He said, so if I die in the Matrix, he said, I die in real life. He said, the body can't survive without the mind, right? So, you know, there it goes. So, I mean, most of the time, this truth is going to be just mental. You know, just a lot of mental stuff, man. So, dealing with the fact of treachery, betrayal, that's very, very degrading, man. It's very, very heart-piercing, but you got to expect it, because it tells you, I believe it was Matthew 10, that brother should betray brother, okay, and father betray the son, mother betray the daughter, and they should cause some of you to be put to death. That's going to happen, man, okay? Because you're gonna have parents. You remember, your family is not in this truth. Your woman is not in this truth. Your children are not in this truth. Those, us that have children that's young in age, that's maybe 11, 12, 13, 10, 9. Well, I mean, I ain't 8-year-old. I mean, they can't betray nobody. They don't. I mean, this is one of them things. A kid is a kid, but most brothers' children are not in this faith. Okay, most brothers' women are not in this faith. Unbelievers. That's why Morpheus said that these are the very same minds of the people we're trying to save, but at any moment they can be liable to become an agent, because when an agent, every time one of the good guys in the Matrix was around and they was being sought after, basically the agents could turn anybody into agents, man. So that means that you're around your family, any moment, if one trigger word, a buzzword can set them off and they can become an informant, man. Because who's to say that in order for them to get to you, they won't try to play mind games with your mother. And she calling you, baby, turn yourself in. Turn yourself in. It's just gonna be worse if you don't. Man, fuck all that. Yeah, catch me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but it's all through the spirit, because we know it's written that, hey, some of us should be cast into prison. Okay, you should have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. So 9 times out of 10, you go in the FEMA camp, you gotta expect death, because that's the whole point. Because for one thing, they ain't gonna let you out of there, especially if you ain't gonna conform to their NWO. They ain't gonna let you out. Only how you getting out of there is if the Lord commission you to get out of there unharmed, or if you get spiritual power, or a brother come and rescue you. But a lot of times, if you go to the FEMA camps, 9 times out of 10, and I'm just speaking as a man, I don't know how the Lord is gonna have it, but it's quite predictable to know that if you in a concentration camp, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna try to give you the guillotine, man. They're gonna try to give you the guillotine. They're gonna try to what do you call it? Not assassinate. You can say assassinate. Basically, man, they're gonna persecute you, man. They're gonna try to pretty much they're gonna execute you, man. Because it's written that certain men are gonna die in this. Okay, but you're gonna be raised back up at the last trumpet, man. It says the dead in Yahweh Shah should raise uncorruptible, man. So when that happens, yeah, you're gonna have brothers that may lose their heads and their lives in prison, firing squad, whatever, however they decide to do it, poison, gas you, who knows what Esau want to do. That nigga's a damn demon. But overall, man, you're gonna come right back. It's like you die, you go to the spirit world, before you know it, you being put back in your new body already. It's like, damn, that was quick. So we ain't to fear that stuff. We ain't to fear death, man. Okay, people fear death because of the emotional attachment that's behind it. But when you understand it to some degree, and the scriptures refer to it as a sleep, and then it's just like, okay, what the fuck you heard about you? It ain't like you ain't gonna come back. We believe enough in the scriptures to know that the scriptures say that the Most High made man to be immortal, and he made pretty much the Israelites to be of his own immortality. So technically you can't die, man. Your body can die, this flesh can die, which is temporal anyway, but your spirit will never die. So, I mean, people that's dead now in the spirit world, shit, I mean, Brother Jake, they're happy shit, believe it or not, even though they crying out to the Most High, because they understanding the affliction we went through, they understanding the judgment that they got put through, so they're crying and kneeling before the Most High, pleading, but regardless, they're in a peaceful habitation, man. Okay? That's why it tells you in Isaiah, it says those that sleep in their beds, man. Okay, they walk upright, meaning you go to the spirit realm, you in your right mind. Okay? Because your sin comes through being in this flesh, man. Sinful flesh. But overall, brothers, man, yeah, the betrayal was coming, man, on all fronts. All fronts, man. You're gonna have men that's gonna get afraid, and they gonna crack, man. So we gotta pray and ask Yahweh Shai to keep this fierceness, this spirit on me. I always ask the Most High to keep that spirit on me of just being, look, man, just being gone, just being in the spirit I am now, ready for anything, man. Because like I said, Esau, he ain't gonna play fair, but it's all good because we got the spirit of Yahweh Shai. But I'm gonna end it there, giving out praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom and a Baba Ball.